Bagnall UK specialise in the controlled excavation and removal of land which has been contaminated with asbestos. We are one of a very few companies in the UK to have directly employed plant operators who are trained and experienced in working with buried asbestos. As more and more organisations are building on brownfield sites in the UK, hidden or buried asbestos in the ground is an increasing risk. Bagnall UK provide a full service in the identification of asbestos-contaminated land, assessing and managing the risk while removing under controlled conditions. In this project, we identified and removed 20,000 tonnes of asbestos-contaminated soil over 12 locations.
At the moment we're on a land remediation site. At this moment in time we're just gearing up now to actually cross over the rail line and to remove the asbestos hotspots from the other side to several smaller zones which involve hand digs using CAT scans because of the live cables near the pedestrian routes and public highways. Starts off with litter pick of the area of any asbestos right through to injection of the soil. We was given permits and they did decide on what depth we needed to dig from 3 metres down to 1 metre depth, and which includes the machines which actually removes the asbestos hotspots. It gets loaded into a Moxie machine and drove down to a safe zone where it can be sprayed and then loaded onto the wagons. After we've removed all the contaminated soil, we then get the analysts to come in and recheck the area to make sure it is all clear. And once they give us the thumbs up, we then ram the floor with like an orange material. And then it gets stoned over or soiled back on top. Obviously there's been live cables underneath the ground, which then we had to employ CAT scanners then to check the ground first. Dig trial holes to find out how far these cables went down before we could then use the machines. And one of the other threats we've had is bombs. We've actually come across several bombs on this site, which we've then had to call in the bomb disposal team to come out and make sure if they're live or dead before we continue any more works. Safety-wise, all the zones are contained zones with warning signs, tapage, trained personnel working in them zones. The key success is having a good understanding not only with ourselves but actually with the client as well. We've had good communication with the client. Also the guys on site do have daily briefings from the site supervisors to make sure that what they're doing runs hand in hand with the job.